Hey everyone, Luke here, licensed clinical professional counselor. My channel, Gorilla Grief, is a channel to help men in grief and the people that support them. Today's video is not for just men, as they all have applications, but this one specifically is for all of us. It's going to be titled When Grief Doesn't Make Sense. And, I started this channel to be vulnerable and to demonstrate that it's okay for us to be vulnerable when we're hurting and to reach out to people. My personal life has been impacted by grief several times in my life, and recently substantially. With the recent death of my really good friend, Lieutenant Jason Wilmot, was a friend of mine who died tragically in a UTV accident at one of our favorite spots, a hunting camp. And finding the news out a little over a week and a half ago, I remember that feeling I felt when I heard my brother had died 15 years ago in Iraq. The shock feeling, the feeling like, I was falling off a building. You can't believe it. So I still feel a lot of that shock and the disbelief. And there's a second event in my state, in our community here. A mass shooter occurred, mass shooting. And it's horribly difficult to attempt to make sense of some of these things, and the loss that expands individual capacity to kind of comprehend. The one thing that I really want today's video to be about is grief, loss. There are times when it makes some sense, and there are times like this, it just doesn't make sense. There's not a why that's going to make it better right now, but the one thing that we need is our people, and sometimes we need new people in our lives. I will say I have been overwhelmed in a positive way with my friend group since the loss of my friends, my family, my friends' families, but specifically my friends, that when you are going through something and you can share that with people that you love and love you and not make sense of it together, it's something about that makes that amazingly tolerable, and that's the one thing that our people that we lose often give us, is they give us the gift of the connections that we have made, and to honor that person and that loss. I think it truly is an honor to their memory when we lean into one another while we search for a path forward. And that includes, your close people. And as I said earlier, to be able to reach out to new people. Counseling, I'm certainly an advocate for, obviously, if that's something that you would benefit from. But certainly in the community right now, with everything going on and people just experiencing loss, really important to just be able to be there for your friends, for your neighbors, for your community, and then to have the ability to take care of yourself in that way. And that's what I wanted to just put out there today for this video, and I hope everyone stays safe and keep your heads up.